Good night. How you doing? It's me, Horace, the hopeful, and then Steve.
How you doing? The heart specialist.
Back again. We haven't seen you guys in a while. Remember to check us out on Twitter, and also
You can find me on IG, Steven Inspiration, STEVEN SPIRATION. We're real people, real issues, real answers, real reality. We're back with our. Hold on a second. That's pretty accurate today. We're back with our number 297th video. Question and answers. I had a conversation with Horace when the questions came in. I kind of noticed when you go to a website called xe.com, it's a currency exchange website where you can figure out what your U.S. dollar is worth in other countries' money. And as I was looking through it, I was telling Horace that that the woman's sex organ should be added to that currency exchange. And he asked me what I meant. I said, well, the kind of value a man gives to having sex is almost equivalent to money.
currency, yeah.
Because the things they do and spend on to attract that is millions of dollars. And I was even telling Horace how, it's been noted in history how wars have been started because of a woman's diamonds. And lives has been lost because of a woman's diamonds. And stupidity too, but most of the base of it is that I think it's safe to note that a woman's jewels is just as valuable in denomination, just like the other the currencies that are out there.
That's really interesting, and if you look at it, it's kind of like a trade.
Yeah.
It's like a trade because
in the trade, in a sense, not trafficking. So before you guys overthink it, in the sense of e-trade, that's what he's thinking. In the sense of e-trade.
Yeah. E.g., strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
You trade currency to get another trade, which is a girl's lap dance.
Right.
Or,
Mm-hmm.
Paying a light bill for a girl.
Come on over.
Sugar daddy. The sugar mama, sugar daddy. It is a trade. It is a trade because things that are not like trade. When you buy a car, you get a car for transportation, but you're losing value. There's not an equal trade here.
Okay.
So when you trade equal for equal, you feel content. But when you trade unequal for something that you invest in, you feel like you lost. So guys always feel like they're winning when they get a vagina
in exchange for what they put out.
Exactly.
So
they feel like you win.
Yeah.
So that's why guys don't mind sometimes paying for ass. Because at the end of the day, you get your whatever you try to feel.
Yeah.
So you feel like I'm winning.
Get your diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
We can't. Guys can't do that.
No, we can't.
We can't do that
because we have a surplus. Okay, that's the problem. There's a surplus of pistols that you can access out there. That's the problem. When there's a low quantity, then you have a demand. Okay,
there you go.
And low quantity doesn't always mean a demand. It can mean that the quantity that is out there, whether it's in abundance, they're not giving it out. So that creates a demand. Same way. So you can have 1 million diamonds out there, but how many of them diamonds are readily available to you to hit? Now, why the woman's jewels has become, I feel, so equivalent in the dollar value. We literally have friends that will get their paychecks or their money, put it together. They will go get the dopest brand name outfit that they feel you would recognize on them, in just an attempt just to get you over, not to get in the drawers, just an attempt to get you over to begin the process of the transaction. And transaction, not in the sense that you are selling your jewels, but in the sense of his head, he feels like, yeah, it's the shoes or it's my chain. So he feels his investment into his appearance, along with a little bit of his speech, is going to land him a lucky night with you. So basically, your jewels are as equivalent to everything he's put into to just a chance. So just a chance at it is just as equivalent in dollar value.
That's a great point.
You know, just a chance. The chance is just as valuable.
You know, it's weird. This is going to sound really left field. All right. When a man gets tired of his woman's vagina, like say that you're in a relationship with someone, and women, I hate to tell you this, if a man says he's not tired of your vagina, that's not true. It's a natural thing that will happen. Now, in comparison, like say your favorite pair of jeans, you will never get tired of one of those jeans. Okay?
Why is that?
Because sometimes you feel like you got a good value.
Okay.
Now, when you actually, depending on how you go after this girl now, if you go after her where it's like was a friend, like a friend thing, and you guys came together, where it feels like, you know, you're getting a good value as a friend, and, you know, we have good sex too, and we have a compatible, and this, she cooks, I cook, we're compatible. Rather than you go after her with your money, you get her with your car, your money, your house, your job, you get her now. You tend to feel like there's not a good value because you're going to get tired of that vagina.
Oh, so you're sitting back like...
Yeah, but it's not a good value. It didn't happen a way where you didn't cost you anything.
Gotcha. So now you feel like you got overpaid.
Exactly. You feel like the housing market would have got upside down.
I guess, and that's what happened when these are not all pretty women we're talking about right now. The example I'm going to make, but me and Horace noticed from our experience, just us two, we don't speak for other men, that the women that we have been with that was extremely gorgeous actually had many undesirable traits, but it wasn't apparent up front. So I'm just thinking about for the average guy, or not the average guy that really feels he needs to invest in his cars and his apparel, his shoes, the brand name, the restaurant he's taking you to, the VIP section. He's going to go all out and at a chance to be able to have you, this beautiful woman that he has not even got a chance to really even absorb your personality if it's going to be compatible with him. And then he gets you, he has you, and after a while he's treating you like, you know,
like another piece of ass.
And then then you have the next man or the next woman watching your relationship saying, my gosh, if I had a woman that beautiful, why would he need to cheat? Or
exactly, because they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know
the core.
Yeah, the core of it.
They don't know the nucleus of this atom.
Right. So this guy felt like, wow, I went through all this and it's not even all that.
Exactly.
And now he, in a sense, felt like he got gypped.
And it's not because when he says all that, we're not talking about as far as the sex or the value of the sex or how good she is. It's just the whole package.
The personality.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, it's true. When you comparison where the way you went after the person, monetary wise, showing what you have wise, or what I have to offer wise, it's never a good value in the end because you're going to get tired of that. Versus when it just happens naturally without either one of you guys going after each other.
Yep.
It feels like you win in every way. Mm-hmm. So there's no way to actually get tired of what you still haven't seeked and found yet still, because you're still learning. But once you go after the person a certain way, it's like, oh, I found what I was looking for. Let's ride this over. Let's ride this over. It's time to just go back to my old ways. So it's weird, but it happens a lot like that. Mm-hmm. A lot like that.
At the end of the day, I'm basically saying that, your jewels are very powerful to the man that doesn't really understand what's really valuable in life. You know? So for the guy that doesn't understand what's really the most valuable thing about a relationship, is going to find your diamonds to be priceless. And for that guy that finds your beauty and your vagina to be priceless, has not know the true riches of life. Yeah, he don't. So that could be a problem too when a guy is excessively always commenting on your looks to you that you're with, or excessively always talking about, babe, damn, that ride you gave me was you may want to question yourself in a situation like, is that all I have to offer? Because I've heard before that female friends, like this guy always told her, like a guy she was dating always mentioned, like, man, babe, you're so good at oral sex.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he really mentioned. He never really mentioned, you know what, you're such a lawyer. Well, you know, you make good point. You make good sense. You know what, you're really witty. Never really touched on these things.
You know, maybe sometimes that person doesn't bring it out of them for you to notice that you know, yeah, she is witty or she is loyal or such and such. You know, so
it doesn't mean she doesn't have it.
Yeah,
it's just that's not a great trade right there.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
that's not a good trade right there.
And I said this a long time ago. Guys need to understand that we have jewels too. Yeah. You know, why do you think women go buy dildos? Because they rather not deal with the headaches of guys and disappointments. You know, they got their little thing they just whip out, you know, and they go, do what they got to do, throw it back in the drawer. You know what I mean? It's like the instant man. You know, they still need us, guys. I mean, how much indications you need? So we have powerful jewels too, so our shit is precious too.
We have gold bars.
So exactly. So at the end of the day, it's not about jewels, period. It's about the fair trade. Fair trade of what you have as a whole and what he has as a whole. Can we make a fair trade to feel like, you know, where we can
that
grow?
We both feel satisfied with this deal.
Yeah, it's way more than what we got as far as between our legs. You know, at the end of the day, you know. So like I said, it all depends on how you trying to trade. If you're trying to trade with monetary or what you have, what you can do, remember you will get tired of what you traded for. Vice versa. If you trade where it's more than just monetary, what your other person can do for you, just a genuine combination of what you guys feel or where you try to head with each other, it will work out where you feel like, you know what, you're just winning every time. Yep. So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. So moral of the story is you're safe if you're trading, if you're even on, what would be an even trade? Personality? Personality for personality, but some other, if that can be at least the main core of the trade in that portfolio, you go off to a good start.
You know what's a fair trade? Best friends.
Okay, I like that.
Fair trade is like best friends. You know, whatever the other person lacks or whatever because you best friends for a reason. It feels like a fair trade because that's what keeps it going. I
like that.
You know, I didn't become your best friend, and then you realize that, damn, he doesn't want to hang with me because I got a nice car. I got all the girls. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah, so
the best trade is the best
friend.
Is the best friend. Wow, that's powerful. Yeah. So set us up, Morris.
Yeah. All right. Well, folks, it's me. I'm a little bit more humble these days, so let's call me the Great One.
Share the video.
Oh yeah, make sure you share all our videos and subscribe to us on InYaChest. Right on YouTube, that's going to punch in InYaChest.
Spread the love and the hate.
And we have tons of videos on there you can share and talk about them with your friends. And email us also at InYaChest@gmail.com. That's INYACHEST@gmail.
And the phone number for us?
Damn, I don't remember it.
Okay,
nobody never called the number, man. I don't know why. So let's keep emailing us, guys. I guess they're kind of afraid they call it. We got call ID. So you guys, it's okay. You ain't gotta call if you don't want. You can just leave the email and check us out on Twitter and keep subscribing and keep spreading the word. Arrivederci.